From Season 4 Episode 9 Ending Explained, what Sophia's reveal really means. Warning: this discussion contains major spoilers from Episode 9. The second to last episode of From Season 4 delivered one of the biggest turning points we've seen all season. Several mysteries that had been teased for weeks finally started coming together, while new questions emerged just before the finale. The episode revealed the truth behind Sophia, expanded our understanding of the man in yellow, pushed Fatima's transformation even further, and left Jade and Tabitha trapped in an extremely dangerous situation inside the caves. What makes this episode so effective is that it doesn't simply answer questions. Instead, it gives us information that completely changes how we interpret previous events. Let's break everything down. Section 1. Sophia's true purpose. One of the most important revelations involved Sophia. For much of the season she appeared mysterious, but Episode 9 finally confirmed that she has been connected to the larger forces controlling the town for far longer than anyone realized. The conversation with Clara revealed that a bargain had been made when Clara first arrived. According to the deal, she would eventually be given a task. If she completed it, she would earn her freedom. At first glance that sounds simple. However, the reality is much darker. The tasks she's being asked to perform directly harm the people around her. Instead of helping the residents escape, she has effectively become a tool that can be used against them. This revelation changes how we view several moments throughout the season. Sophia appears to understand the rules governing the town better than almost anyone else. She speaks about rituals, patterns, and traditions as if she has witnessed them repeatedly over a very long period of time. That information may be one of the biggest clues we've received about the true nature of Fromville. Section 2. The importance of rituals. The episode repeatedly emphasized the idea that actions alone are not enough. The method matters. The process matters. The ritual matters. According to Sophia, the town itself is built upon rituals. This may explain why so many events in the series seem symbolic rather than practical. Many of the town's rules have never made logical sense. Yet if those rules are part of an ancient ritual structure, then suddenly everything becomes more understandable. The monsters, the sacrifices, the repeating cycles, the recurring visions, all of these things could be connected to a system that relies on specific actions being performed in specific ways. If that theory is correct, then disrupting an important ritual object could have enormous consequences. That brings us to the bones. Section 3. Why the man in yellow fears the bones. The man in yellow clearly does not want Jade and Tabitha retrieving the bones. His actions throughout multiple episodes suggest genuine concern. Usually he appears calm and in control. This time felt different. His attempts to intimidate Tabitha failed. His efforts to manipulate events became increasingly desperate. That raises an important question. Why are the bones so important? One possibility is that they represent a critical piece of whatever ritual maintains the town's power. If the ritual structure is damaged, the monsters could lose their advantages. Their immortality might weaken. The town's grip on its residents could start breaking apart. Even if the bones are not the direct solution, the fact that the man in yellow fears them suggests they possess real significance. And fear is not an emotion we've often seen from the forces controlling the town. Section 4. The Polaroid photograph revelation. Another major clue arrived. Through the old photograph. When Elgin showed Sophia the picture, he noticed a striking resemblance. What he failed to consider was the possibility that the resemblance existed because it was literally the same person. Sophia's response was extremely revealing. She implied that she can take the form of individuals who have already died. If that's true, then the original Sophia likely died long ago. It also suggests that the entity connected to the man in yellow may have been responsible for that death. This revelation opens the door to countless possibilities. How many characters have actually been themselves? How many appearances throughout the series were disguises? And how long has this deception been happening? Section 5. Fatima's transformation. Fatima's storyline became even more disturbing. Her physical condition continues to deteriorate. The visible veins spreading across her body appear increasingly similar to traits associated with the darker forces in the town. The drink she received accelerated the process. Soon afterward, more symptoms appeared. Hair loss, physical changes, abnormal behavior. The most alarming detail remains her heart rate. At this point, Fatima should not realistically be functioning normally. Yet she continues moving around as if nothing is wrong. That contradiction suggests something supernatural is taking place. Rather than dying, she may be transforming. And if that transformation continues, she could become something entirely different from the person we've known. Section 6. Henry and Victor. Meanwhile, Henry's psychological struggle reached a dangerous point. The visions continue manipulating him. The promise being offered is incredibly tempting. A normal life, a complete family, a chance to regain everything that was lost. The problem is that obtaining that future requires Victor's death. Whether Henry truly believes the visions or not almost doesn't matter anymore. The emotional pressure is beginning to break him. Victor recognizes that something is wrong, but circumstances may prevent him from protecting himself. With authority figures occupied elsewhere, the situation becomes even more dangerous. Heading into the finale, this storyline feels like one of the most likely sources of tragedy. Section 7. The Bottle Tree Mystery. The bottle tree remains one of the most fascinating mysteries in the entire series. Several characters believe removing it is necessary. Others insist it must remain untouched. The boy in white specifically warned against destroying it. That warning creates an interesting dilemma. Is he helping, or is he misleading everyone? The episode repeatedly highlighted themes of deception. Because of that, viewers are left questioning every source of information. The tree clearly serves a purpose. The real question is whether that purpose benefits the residents or benefits the forces trapping them. The answer may completely change our understanding of previous seasons. Final thoughts. Overall, Episode 9 delivered tension, revelations, and emotional stakes at an incredibly high level. Sophia emerged as one of the episode's standout characters. The mythology expanded significantly. The finale setup feels massive. Jade and Tabitha are trapped underground. Fatima's transformation is accelerating. Henry is becoming increasingly unstable. The mystery surrounding the bottle tree remains unresolved. And the man in yellow appears more threatened than ever before. If the heroes are finally close to discovering a real weakness in the system controlling the town, then the finale could change everything. But if the town succeeds in stopping them, the consequences may be catastrophic. Either way, Episode 9 has perfectly positioned the story for what could be one of the biggest finales the series has ever delivered.